Hello everyone and welcome to Crafting with Delonda. It's me again, Delonda, and thank you so much for joining me today. In today's tutorial, we will be cutting acrylic with our WeCreat Vista 10W Diode Laser. At the end of this video, if you find it helpful, please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Now, without further ado, let's look at the materials and dive right in. The materials I'll be using for this tutorial include my WeCreat Vista 10W Diode Laser. I'm also using WeCreat Scratch Acrylic. It is actually double-sided acrylic, so it's one color on one side and it's a different color on the other side. I'm using this one that is like rose gold and black, and I also use the one that is green and white. It comes in a package of 6 different colors, front and back, and I chose those colors. I'm also using files that I downloaded from the Creative Fabrica website, and I will do all of the preparation in the WeCreat Make It software. Let's head over to the computer so that I can show you how I put the files together, and then we will get them engraved and cut. The first thing I'm going to do is go over to the Creative Fabrica website and do a search for personalized ornaments. I'm going to download this bundle. I'm also going to download this bundle right here. I already have the girls' information, so I'll type it in once I get to the WeCreat website. I am in the WeCreat Make It software, and the first thing I'm going to do is show you how I prepared the files for Elowen and Genevieve. So I'm going to go right here to import, and I'm bringing the file in that I've already downloaded from the Creative Fabrica website. So I'm going to go here, and I'm selecting the SVG. I'm choosing the third file. It looks like this. One thing to note is that this text, all of this will need to be edited, and you aren't really editing the text. The text is only here as a placeholder. So what I had to do first was either download this exact font. This font is included. It'll tell you what font it is, and you'll have to go and download it. I think it's available on the Creative Fabrica website. And then you'll just have to plug in the names that you're using. For example, for the first baby, her name is Elowen Aurora. So I will come over here to text. I will click on the word hello. I'm going to type her name using with my caps lock, Elowen. I hit the enter key, Aurora, and I am going to make sure that her name is aligned, and I'm choosing the option to do a fill engrave. Now here I can change the font, or I can keep it just like this and just resize it to fit over here where I have Emily Elizabeth. Okay, so what I'm doing first is just typing all the information that I know about Elowen. So what I also know is that she was 2 pounds 8 ounces. So I can come over here to text again. I'm going to double click right here and just type a number 2. I'm going to come back to text, and I'm going to click here and type in 8. Oh, wait, hold on, 8. And I'm coming back. I'm going here, and I'm going to type 15. I'm typing in all of the information because none of this information matches for Elowen. And remember, I can't edit this. The only thing I can do to this 7 is delete it. I can't change it to an 8. I can't change it to a 2. So when I go in to start to prepare the files for Elowen and Genevieve, I'm going to speed that part up. Okay, so once I have all of this information, I'll start to just switch it out for the information that I have. Now over here, you will see me just make the inches bigger once I get to their file. And I'm taking the time out because I don't know what time they were born, and I didn't want to keep asking their mom a lot of questions. I just felt like that was a little bit invasive. So I didn't ask about the time. I just asked for their birthday and their weight. Okay. So I'm going to speed the rest of this up, but when you see me go over to actually make their file, you'll see that I'm just going to be plugging in the numbers. Also, everything that I'm doing with the text and the numbers and all of that will be on Fill Engrave. Now let's go ahead and get started with the process of preparing the templates for them to be engraved and cut. Now, as I stated, I am speeding this part of the process up a little bit, but I prepared you ahead of time for this process. What you will see me doing is typing in the names. I'm going to edit and make sure that all of the text and everything that I'm switching out is on Fill Engrave. So I'll speed through this process. I'm also resizing everything that I switch out to make sure that it's pretty much the same size as everything that is being replaced. So if you look right here, I've already switched out the pounds and the ounces, and I changed the number of inches, and I removed the time. You can see that I just made that part bigger. I'm also going to switch out the date. Nothing else is being changed. Now, when I got to the bow part and I had finished all of the text and all of that, what I did was I changed that option from cut to Fill Engrave, and you'll see that I'm going to add my own place for my ribbon so that I can create a space for the ribbon to go through the hole. I felt like that hole would not be big enough for any ribbon that I have. What I'm going to do is go over here to the left panel and grab a rectangle, and I'm going to add it to the top of the bow. And what I'm going to do is just kind of zoom in a little bit to make sure you can see it. I'm going to use the arrow key on my keyboard to move the rectangle over and make sure that it is centered. I also want to make sure the rectangle is kind of close touching the bow so that I can merge the rectangle in with the bow. Now, I do feel like that rectangle is a little bit too tall, so I shortened it just a little bit. I selected the rectangle and the outline of the angel, and I selected merge shapes. Now that my rectangle is a part of the angel outline, I am going to add a circle on top of the rectangle, but I'm actually going to have a big circle and then a smaller circle inside. And I'm making sure that the outer circle is centered and touching the rectangle. Once I have it in place exactly where I want it, I'm going to add a smaller circle inside, and I will make sure that it is also centered, and then I will group the two circles together. I made sure that my circles were grouped. I changed them to cut lines, and then I made sure that my circle was overlapping the rectangle just a little bit, and I selected the option to merge graphic shapes. So you can see that my circle is now part of the rectangle. Selecting the whole ornament, and I am going to resize it to right at about 4 inches in width. I am finished with Elowen's ornament, and I can use a lot of the information that I have on hers to duplicate it and make Genevieve's ornament. The only thing that I'll need to change pretty much is the first and middle name and then her weight. The birthday is the same. She's Genevieve has a little bit more inches than Elowen, but this one will be easy because I can just edit the numbers. I'm going to quickly get that done, and then I'll show you what my settings are for cutting this acrylic. So I duplicated Elowen's angel ornament. I changed up the name and everything else that needed to be changed and made sure everything was centered and set to fill engrave. And once I was sure about the size and everything, I can see that one of the circles on the angel ornament is out of places at the bottom right corner. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I didn't catch it until later. Good thing I caught it before I actually started the engraving process. But I'll get all of that taken care of, and then I'll get to my settings so we can move on to Nolan's ornament. Genevieve and Elowen have a brother whose name is Nolan. And what I did was just typed his name in all caps. I used a font that is a system font that I downloaded from the Creative Fabrica website. That font is called Christmas. And what I did was I found the font, I applied it to his name. I tried some other ones, but I just didn't really like them. And once I found the one that was perfect for this project, I moved his name to the center of the ornament, and I changed all of the settings in the ornament to cut. Did keep Nolan's name on fill engrave. I selected the option under plastic and scratch acrylic green and white with the first and only setting. For the girls ornaments, I selected the plastic option with the scratch acrylic gold and black with the 1mm setting. And I did do auto measure, and then I refreshed, and then I clicked start, and it let me know how much time it would take to do the girls ornaments. I'll show you that. And I'm also going to make sure I have everything set up for Nolan's so that once I finish this part of the computer, we will stay over at the machine. I have removed the plastic from the gold side of the acrylic, and I placed it inside the machine. My machine is open. I have moved the ornaments over to the top right corner of the acrylic, and I am going to press the option to start. And I'm looking at this, I'm making sure everything is set. That's where I found that one circle that was missing, and I moved it up and into place. Thank goodness I found it before I actually started the engraving process, because I would have been so sad to waste this material trying to figure that out. Okay, I have everything the way I want it. I am going to click the framing option, and I'll let my machine do what it needs to do. And once it's finished with the framing, I will press start, and everything I'll do from here will be back on the camera. Okay, I'm going to close the machine, and I am going to press the button to get this started. This should take about 23 minutes. I will be staying close by so I can pay attention to what's going on. Okay, so the first set has finished. I'm going to open up the, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at how gorgeous this is. Oh my goodness. Look at how pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's Genevieve's, and here is Elowen. Gorgeous. Now I'm going to remove this piece of acrylic, and with this one I've already removed the plastic, I think. Let me just double check. I need to remove the plastic from here. I'm going to do this one. So this one is green on one side and white on the other side. So this white side doesn't have any plastic, but the green side does. So I'm going to remove the plastic from the green side, place it down in here. You can just put it anywhere so that you can see the light, see the little laser light. I'm going to leave this open. I'm going back to my computer and I will refresh and I will do the ornament for Nolan. Okay, so Nolan's has finished. Let's open it up and see. I should have cut. Oh, it did. Look at this. Oh my gosh. It looks so good. It looks so good. Oh, I don't think I should have cut these out, but let's see. Oh no, I shouldn't have cut. These should have been engraved. Oh no, look what I did. I need to do this over again. This was not supposed to be cut. After I removed all the cut pieces, I thought Nolan's looked cute enough just like this, so I decided not to make any changes to it. But what I should have done at the top was just engrave the gifts instead of cut. So these are the ornaments that I made tonight. This is for Elowen and this is for Genevieve. And here is Nolan's. His is going to be the easiest to put together, so I'll start with his first. I'm using this green and white twine. I think it's perfect for this project. Now, as I'm putting these together, let me remind you that WeCreat does have a sale going on right now. If you click the link below the video, it will take you directly to their website so you can check out what they have to offer. The machine that I use for this tutorial is the WeCreat Vista. It is a 10-watt diode laser. As you can see, it can cut acrylic. However, the acrylic does need to be opaque. WeCreat has a nice selection, a nice collection of colorful acrylic on their website, and that's exactly what I'm using for this tutorial. They have lots of options. I want to do my best to get this through here. They have lots of options. WeCreat also has a 20-watt laser that is a bit stronger than the 10-watt. They also have a 40-watt diode laser. I don't have that one. I've heard great things about it, but honestly, I am a hobby crafter who focuses mostly on, craft tutorials, and I think that this 10-watt laser is sufficient for my needs. Maybe if I was in business, I would probably need a 40-watt or something that was faster or more powerful. But for my crafting needs, the 10-watt Vista is absolutely perfect. I did need to use the fume extractor for this project, and I also had a window open. So those are things that you'll need to know, okay? Because there are some fumes when you are cutting this acrylic. Hopefully you have found this helpful. If you did, please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks for watching. Bye.